UFC 312. Let's get into it. Before we get into the main card, we have some big news. UFC will come back to Canada for UFC 315. I hope they get a stacked card and honestly treat us Canadians well. Anyways, so this is how it's gonna work. Basically, I'm gonna make my quick predictions on the main card, and then after the event, I will see how realistic it was. And also, in the comments, drop a comment if you want me to just go over the co-main event and main events for the next video, or you want me to do the same thing as I did now. First fight, Jake Matthews versus Francisco Prado. The only problem for me in this fight is that Jake Matthews is really unpredictable with 3-3 in his last 6, and also Prado being very young and we don't know much about him. Jake Matthews was Prado, and Prado was a really bad submission, and Jake Matthews submitted people before, so I think Matthews will get a submission in the last one. The second fight, Jimmy Crute versus Bellato. Both fighters with history of health and mental issues. This fight is amazing for both of them to come back, but I just think Jimmy Crute will get the best out of him. For the third fight of the main event, I think Dana White just took the absolute piss out of Justin Tafa. I mean, look at the size difference. This is absolutely insane. Like, if Tafa wins, that's absolute respect. I don't think experience even matters at this point, so I think it's easy Teixeira by decision in this fight. For the co-main event, we have Suarez versus Zhang Weili. I mean, for the women's fights, I'm just a casual, so I don't really know. I don't really watch that many women's fight. I mean, both fighters are exceptional. Suarez with her Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, if she could take Weili down, you never know what could happen. And when I was doing research, I thought the fight was this Joker girl, and I was laughing the whole time. I really thought it was this fight. It just shows I'm not that experienced in the UFC, but it will be probably a great fight, and I just think Suarez will be the new undefeated women's division champion. Now it's time for the main event, Duplessis versus Sean Strickland. Let's go. Sean Strickland, the only problem for me is he's a defensive fighter. And I feel like Duplessis have been absolutely bullying him in the press conferences, and tell me he does not look scared here. I just feel like Sean Strickland is trying to prove himself and go all out for the first couple of rounds, and Duplessis will come back and knock him out in the later rounds. So that's why I believe that Duplessis will be still champion. Now it's time to wait till the event is over, and we'll see how realistic my predictions were.
The next day.
All right. It's the next day, and I feel like my predictions were pretty accurate. The only thing I got wrong was Tatiana and Weili. Weili kept the fight really well on her feet, and also Crute and Bellato, both with mental and health setbacks. A draw was perfect. They both fought it out, and of course, and still, Dricus Du Plessis is still the middleweight champion of the world, just like I predicted. Yeah, it was a boring fight, but I think we could go past that. And that was my UFC 312 aftermath. Thank you so much if you stayed till the end. I know it's annoying to hear my voice for 4 whole minutes, and it took a while to edit this. So please like and subscribe, and thank you again, because the people who stayed till the end is the reason why I keep making these videos. And thank you so much. Peace.